Hi, it's Ramsey Dewey at the JX Fight Club in Shanghai, China. And I'm going to address a couple of issues. I've got a lot of comments on YouTube from angry people who are upset that I make videos without a shirt on from time to time. I generally make these after I work out. It's quite hot and humid here in Shanghai. And so I don't like to be drenched when I'm talking. But a big shout out and thank you to all of you wonderful folks who've pitched in to buy me a t-shirt. I'll treasure it forever. So today we have a question from Deadly Angel, and he or she, I'm actually not sure. According to YouTube analytics, approximately 1% of my subscribers are female, so who knows? Deadly Angel asks, what martial art should I train with a disability like mine? And they go on to explain that there's a problem that they've had with their legs, and they can't completely stretch them out, and so kicking is a practical impossibility, or at the very least extremely difficult. So a lot of martial arts involve kicking, and Deadly Angel asks, what martial art should I do with a disability like this? And my first gut feeling is basically jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is a great martial art because you don't actually need to stand up to do it. So if you have any disability of the legs, if kicking or balancing on one leg or standing up in general is difficult, jiu-jitsu is a great option. It's also a great option to have in a fight for just that specific reason. If you're fighting and your leg gets damaged, or you sprain an ankle or something like that, or you roll your heel, because that stuff happens all the time in stand-up fighting. In an MMA fight, you still have that option to fight on the ground. Okay? And I'm going to say jiu-jitsu as opposed to wrestling in this case, because if your problem is with your legs, then wrestling will be much more difficult, because you really need to rely on your legs to get that takedown. But the beauty of jiu-jitsu is that it gives you tools that you need to fight in whatever position you end up in. So if you're on your back, you have tools to fight off your back. If you're in a bad position, you have tools to improve your position, and so on. So I don't know how you feel about grappling, but I'd recommend go give it a try. Look up a local jiu-jitsu school in your area, and yeah, stop by, see what you think. All right, next question. All right, next question. I've got a few people asking me, what do I think about the latest Conor McGregor debacle? So the Irishman is busy throwing things at people again, this time throwing stuff at a bus. Apparently somebody was injured. He was arrested, and he's facing some charges. What do I think of that? I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. I don't know. Maybe it's all for publicity. Maybe he's trying to stay relevant. I don't know. It's dumb. When I watch mixed martial arts, I like to watch fights. I don't like to watch characters. I know some people do. People get really excited about this story. But I'm a technician. I'm a coach. I'm a martial artist. I'm not into reality television. I don't like that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. So when I see people getting worked up about what fighters are doing outside of the cage, I don't care. Man, I mean, it's a shame that this guy is lashing out in negative ways, and on the off chance that he's watching, settle down, man. Settle down. Ain't worth it. I don't know. On second thought, maybe Conor could parlay that into a $1 million fight again. Who knows? In which case, for him, maybe it would be worth it. But for the rest of you, don't throw things at people. Just don't. I mean, I feel like I've got two small children, and I'm always telling them, stop throwing things at each other, stop attacking each other, stop fighting. Like a couple little squids waving their little tentacles at each other. Keep your tentacles on your own side. Like, just settle down. Cooperate. Be friends. Your family. Oh. We're family, guys, all of us. You, me. Under the sun there is but one family, as the old saying goes. Anyway. Next question. Next question from an anonymous viewer. Sent me a private message asking if I would perform sexual favors. No. Next question. Ramsey, do you believe in UFOs? Funny you should ask that question. When I was a little kid, it was the month of February, I was 9 years old, it was back in the 80s. I grew up in a small farming town called New Plymouth, Idaho, very small, a lot of cows, a lot of fields. So I was outside gathering some wood to put in our what do you call those things? Fireplace. That's how we heated the house in the winter. And I looked up in the sky and I saw a triangular object with lights on it, hovering up in the sky. And I thought, that can't be real. Those aren't aliens. That's impossible. I'm seeing things. Yeah, I saw this triangular object, looked like a spaceship of some kind. Again, with lights on the bottom in a specific pattern, one in the middle, and then one close to each of the triangular points. And it kind of hovered there for a little bit, and then it flew away. And I put it out of my mind for the longest time. I thought, hey, that's not real. I can't talk to anybody about that. They'll think I'm crazy. Aliens don't exist. UFOs aren't real. Only crazy people see that stuff. So again, I kept that to myself for the longest time until I was in my mid-20s. And this documentary about UFOs and aliens came on TV. And a bunch of crazy people are saying things like, they probed me and whatever. And I was rolling my eyes, but whatever, this is funny nonsense. But then, these people started talking about these triangular ships that they saw hovering up in the sky with lights on the bottom in the same pattern that I saw, and then they flew away. And apparently, this is the most viewed UFO sighting in the world. The phenomenon is called the Black Triangle. You can look up the Wikipedia page, which I did, and you can see some videos of black triangles here on YouTube. My friend Jake Shannon, he posted a video of a black triangle he saw on Facebook, and he said, what is this? And I told him about my experience seeing one, and he felt very relieved that he wasn't crazy. So these things are real. I don't know what they are. According to Wikipedia, and this is interesting, this is what really got me thinking about, all those crazy conspiracy theories or whatever. The US government released a statement because there were so many people seeing these black triangles. They released a statement saying that it was an experimental military aircraft. And that makes sense. The military is experimenting on stuff all the time. They're always trying to improve their technology. Why not? Why wouldn't they have a ship that can hover and then fly away or whatever? But then, skim down a little bit in the article, and the British government also gave an explanation for the Black Triangle. What did they say? Swamp gas made people hallucinate and see it. Now, as far as I'm aware, the only two countries where people see black triangles are the United States and the United Kingdom. Again, in the US, secret military aircraft. In the UK, swamp gas-induced hallucinations. Somebody's not telling the truth, guys. Somebody is not telling the truth. So what is the truth? I don't know. I don't know what these things are. I just know I saw one once. And I know other people have seen one, and I know there are videos of them. So are they aliens? I don't know, man. I'm an alien, technically. I'm a legal alien resident, an American citizen living in the People's Republic of China. My mother was an alien, a British citizen living in the United States of America. Aliens are among us. They're everywhere, but not the little green kind as far as I've seen. So, anyway, UFOs, all it means is unidentified flying object. I saw something flying. It was unidentified. It was an object. So there you go. Next question. All right, we got one last question from Jimmy Alderson. Always has some great questions for us. He asks, Ramsey, could Ameridote be used in a real fight? If you're not familiar with Ameridote, it is Master Ken's martial art. Check out Enter the Dojo show here on YouTube. Great stuff, very funny. Ameridote. Now, it's funny you should ask, because I was teaching a jiu-jitsu class a few weeks ago, and I was teaching a guard pass where you have to thrust your hips violently forward. Exactly the way that Master Ken teaches the thrust of freedom. Now, similarly, hip thrusting like that can be used in a number of different grappling techniques and concepts and so on, and I'd love to show you that. Maybe I'll make a whole video about Ameridote in mixed martial arts when I get some training partners here at the gym. But in a roundabout way, yeah, the thrust of freedom is actually a lot more practical than it may look. So, sure, keep the questions coming, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or email me at ramseydewey@gmail.com. If you have a question, I'll give you an answer. Thanks for watching. Get out there and train.